Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the official ARK podcast, number 356. My name's Coach MT, and I'm here live today with the core team. Your host for tonight, as always, the one and only Mr. Alice. The floor is all yours, sir.
Thanks for the introduction, Coach Mistletoe. And folks, welcome back to another edition of the ARK Daily Podcast. This is Sunday, October 22nd. Very special Sunday. We have today raised the sell limit from 200 ArkFi tokens to 20,000. So the folks that are wanting to sell are able to do so. We've always ensured that every investor gets to make their decision. For the folks that are wanting to go to the LSA, we've got a lot planned. October 30th, a price of 10 cents per ArkFi token will be honored for a limited time only. First come, first serve. So folks, work your strategy. If you have questions, come here. Speak to Brad, Coach Mistletoe, Alex, myself, some of the great leaders here like Brandon, Deshaun. They'll be happy to guide you through it, give you the information so that you're able to organize yourself and go ahead and execute. Another important factor, the transfer tax, we're happy to say, has been completely lifted from 10% to 0, as we want folks to be able to stack their tokens, move them around according to how they want to set themselves up and not have to be concerned with any type of transfer tax. The idea here is to make it as simple, seamless, easy, and unpainful as possible so that everybody gets their chance. So that's all good to go. We're going to let Brett touch on that a little bit more here in a second. Before we do that, let's take a look. Today's a special day as we do have the last MVP. And we will continue, of course, to do the Spark rewards every single day. The Spark winner for today is 5EB3. Congratulations. They are a second-time winner. I mean, right down to really the last weeks of the vault of the sparking. It will continue as long as the system is up and running. Once we close down the vault, there won't be any more Spark rewards, but we're going to be here every day, continuing to meet our commitment to do the Spark reward for you. BUSD sales have been turned off, so that's why today was the last MVP. Congratulations to the last MVP. Shit. Sorry, right button there.
Yeah, just to clarify, that was the purchasing ArkFi has been turned off. That's why the MVP is the last one. You can still sell for BUSD your ArkFi tokens.
Correct. Thank you for clarifying that point. It's the buy. We don't want folks to come and purchase as we're winding down. When you purchase through the contract with your BUSD or even your BNB, clearly you're going into the vault, your funds are going to be locked. So it's absolutely irresponsible and wrong to keep that open. We already understand the direction that we're moving in, educating everyone. We understand there's a couple of folks who are not too excited about, the vault coming to an end, but it is by far the best decision, as we don't want to sit here for 6 months and watch it drain and trickle ever so slowly and more slow, and watch the price go down to 1 cent on the contract. Let's let everything be free. Let's let the folks make their decisions, and let's focus where we need to be focused, which is growing the user base of these products, continuing to build the security products. ArkLight, so much is here ahead of us. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Mr. Brett, so you could complete the message here. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, just to reiterate what you stated before, the sell cap is now lifted, and it's now set to 20,000 tokens. There's no holders with 20,000 in their wallet, so essentially it's unlimited for the current holders. It is limited to one sell every 24 hours. So if you do have a stack that you're looking to sell, make sure that you do it all at once. If you're planning to get it out as fast as possible, rather than trying to split it up, you'll only be able to do one sell per day, but up to 20,000 ArkFi tokens. And also, yes, the transfer tax of 10% has now been lifted, so everybody can shuffle ArkFi tokens and position themselves for the LSA. So shout out to Alex for getting that done so quickly. We were going to maybe reserve that for the end of the week, but he was able to get that done pretty quickly here today and get everybody a really head start in moving tokens around. So the gun has kind of gone off for the selling of ArkFi tokens, and the swap contract will be closed, or at least shut off, on Monday, October 30th. So if you're planning to sell, now's the time. If you are in the foundation, please take out and withdraw all of your bond, so that's not an issue. That will also be retiring on Monday, October 30th. And then we will, adjust things price-wise for the LSA, which is the legacy savings account, and adjust the price to 10 cents for every ArkFi token that's deposited into the LSA. And yesterday we published and talked about the different new legacy NFT levels. We'll have a 100, a 250, and a 500 legacy NFT that will be minted when we update and deploy the new legacy NFT contracts. If you do get to a silver level at a minimum of 1,000 BUSD in your LSA account, you will automatically mint an NFT, and you'll instantly start earning rewards over on the legacy NFT D app. So as far as the legacy NFT holders, if you're current legacy NFT holders, nothing changes. The rewards pool structure and everything is the same as it's been since we launched the project. And we're going to be, obviously detailing out more and more about the enhancements, when the new contracts are going to be available, and when that'll be redeployed, so that everybody can be prepared and have all the information. We talked about some of the enhancements yesterday, and there's pretty good detail, as much as we can share at this moment, in the document that we shared, the migration plan. That is, the link is up on the D app. It's also in our official ArkFi Git book. So if you have a problem or issue finding it, or would like to get the link, please post in the main chat, and Mistletoe will be sure to get that to you. So you have all the information to make your decision, whether you're going to sell or move forward with the legacy NFT product. Just a quick clarification. That was a good question that was asked by a community member prior to the podcast. I thought it was just something good to talk about, because there has been questions about ArkNet versus the privacy products. The privacy products are a application layer that is being built on top of a decentralized network. And ArkNet is the infrastructure that ultimately the applications would be running on. So they're two completely separate components. We can build the applications without ArkNet up front. And while we're doing that, we're gaining the experience and the understanding of what that infrastructure layer really needs to do from a privacy standpoint, from a performance standpoint, down to the server node level, so that we can effectively create ArkNet. And that's where the token will come involved. Right now, when we're building the application layer, we'll be releasing the name of that product. We've already talked about all the details about the DVPN, the storage product, the passkey manager, and the email product, all private, all decentralized. That will be running on top of an infrastructure layer. Right now, we pay those infrastructure providers, whether that's in a token or just, we pay them to use the service of that decentralized infrastructure. So what we're essentially doing is verticalizing these products by taking more of the service layers and bringing them in-house. So that's what ArkNet is really all about. And that would be available to other developers also. So that's the concept behind ArkNet versus the privacy suite. I think a lot of people have been kind of merging those in their head. And I just wanted to make sure that we clarify what we're building now and then what's to come. So what we're building right now that's going to be available in Q1 2024 is going to be the privacy suite. And then after that, we will release more details and build out and release ArkNet, which is the infrastructure layer. So that's really the kind of sequence of things, and the delineation between the two different products, the way that they're built, and then how they're going to benefit the ecosystem. So ArkNet has always been a separate token that people that chose to use their ArkFi tokens to instead sell for BUSD, they sold them for a pre-sale round of ArkNet tokens. So if you are an ArkNet participant, we'll have more details and be able to share what we can as we move forward and get the development really underway. But right now we're focused on the revenue streams and the profits that are going to come from the privacy suite, and that's going to be launching in Q1 2024. So we're excited about that. We'll have a big week of development, no doubt. We do have a very, very large team working on that application layer for the privacy suite. And as we've mentioned, the big differentiator that we're bringing to the table here that is huge in my mind is the decentralization of the network. Most of these applications that call themselves privacy products, whatever they might be, are built on centralized server networks like AWS and Google and so on. So what we're doing is a truly decentralized infrastructure layer that is it's global. It's in a lot of cases it's community driven. So there are people that are operating these nodes and data centers, and they're sharing their resources. They're sharing their computer resources, and we're building applications on top of those. So that's what the privacy suite's all about, and we're really excited to share that with everybody. We've talked about how it's getting in front of a huge movement and really a mission for privacy. And I've been seeing a lot of headlines and a lot of people that are concerned about what CBDCs are going to mean. But the next thing that's coming in the headlines now already is all about this national ID that countries are forcing. So people integrate vaccine passports and all these different pieces to these national IDs, and people are concerned about how that's going to infringe on their privacy. What will the government require you to report, track, trace, whatever it might be? So this idea or concept of anonymity, privacy, and how we communicate and staying out of the prying eyes of big tech and municipalities and governments is not just top of mind now, but we're seeing it come to the forefront. And also people that are in war-torn countries, people that don't have access to the internet in countries where there are restrictions, they will absolutely be able to use our privacy suite to circumvent those and be able to access the internet everywhere, make payments through the internet everywhere, gain access to information, be able to publish, write articles and things that may not be allowed in their country or region. So this is a huge, not just a profit opportunity for our investors or for the ArkFi ecosystem, but also has a huge responsibility, I think, and also a huge mission that I think a lot of people will get behind that could become viral. There is obviously an economic incentive for people to share the products through our affiliate programs, but I think there is a bigger mission here that will appeal to a lot of people that is philanthropic. It's privacy first, it's anonymity first, it's human rights first, and that has a big story to tell. So that's what the privacy platform is going to be all about. It's how we're going to tune our messaging. It's how we're going to sell the legacy NFT as supporting our mission, and also the subscriptions that pay for the privacy suite will also help people get access to the free email. It'll help and maintain the free level of products that we're going to be offering. So you can see that this is more about the viral nature of peer-to-peer marketing as well as referral marketing, where there's a financial incentive as well as a clear freedom message, a clear drive or cause or call to action for people to get out of their big tech systems, their big bank systems, with our payment systems, our on and off ramps, and get into the crypto world where decentralized finance can then take place. So we're really enabling this move away from big banks and big tech with these two major platforms, they're going to be launching the banking products. Obviously, have already been there and established, and we have revenue coming in from those. But the next big business platform will be the privacy suite. So that's about it for me. I'll be here to answer any questions that people have. Obviously, the focus right now is both in the main chat, Secret Data, everybody's talking about the migration plan. A lot of questions coming in around that, so happy to answer any of those when we move to the Q&A session here shortly.
I feel like I had a question and it slipped me. It'll come back.
Maybe I answered it.
You might have.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can now.
Yep, we can.
Okay. Yeah, strange, something happened there. Seems like I got caught up. So yeah, actually, speaking of Q&A, let's shift on over. We're going to end with the recording for today, and we'll shift over to the Q&A. I want to thank everybody for being here. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. UTC. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you all tomorrow.